Let's talk about 16 expressions, slang expressions, and idioms that use the word dog or dog-related vocabulary. Okay, if you want to learn English vocabulary and expressions, stay tuned. Okay, slang/idioms with the word dog. Let's get started. But first, let's talk about these expressions in a general way. Don't take these expressions literally because the meaning is often much different than the literal meaning of the expression. Some of these expressions have been around for a long time in English, hundreds of years. So the meaning is often very different than the literal meaning. Okay? I'll try to explain them the best that I can. Let's get into it. Number one, puppy love. Puppy love. What is puppy love? Well, a puppy is a baby dog, right? Puppy love is an intense but naive kind of love. Usually shallow, so not deep, and usually inexperienced, not experienced. For example, you just met her 2 days ago and you want to get married? That's not love. It's puppy love. Number two, a doggy bag. What is a doggy bag? A doggy bag is the box of leftover food after a meal at a restaurant. So when you go to a restaurant, you eat your meal, maybe you don't finish it, you get a doggy bag and take it home. At a restaurant, when you cannot finish your meal and you take part of your dinner home with you, it is called a doggy bag. Pretty easy. Some of the next ones will be more difficult. Number three, dog tired. Dog tired means feeling extremely tired or worn out, exhausted. For example, I've been working overtime every day this week. I'm dog tired. Means I'm exhausted, really, really tired. Number four, dog-eared. Okay, what does dog-eared mean? Dog-eared refers to a book with pages that are bent or folded. Sometimes people don't use a bookmark in between the pages, they just fold the page. That's dog-eared. For example, the book isn't worth much money because it's been dog-eared. Maybe you have a famous book that's a first edition, right? And if it's not perfect, then it's not worth money. That's dog-eared. Don't dog-ear your books, in my opinion. Number five, hair of the dog that bit you. This one is strange. Hair of the dog that bit you. Well, my family comes from Scotland before Canada. This is a very common expression in Scotland. Hair of the dog, or hair of the dog that bit you, means drinking alcohol the next day to cure a hangover from too much alcohol. So maybe last night I drank a lot of beer, and today I have a hangover, feel bad, and I have a hair of the dog. That means I have a beer to feel better. Probably not a good idea, but I have done it in the past. Yeah. Ugh, I'm so hungover. I feel terrible. Drink this. You need a hair of the dog. Okay. This is a real expression. Everyone knows this in English speaking countries. Number 6. His bark is worse than his bite. This means someone who speaks and acts tough, but is not physically tough. He said he could beat me up, but when I went outside to fight him, he ran away. His bark is worse than his bite. This one you get the idea pretty easily, right? His bark is speaking, is worse than his bite, his fighting, right? Number 7. Gone to the dogs. Gone to the dogs is used to describe something that was great in the past, but is no longer great. It's much worse or much less good than it was before. Let's choose a different restaurant this time. That one's gone to the dogs. It used to be so much better. Maybe the service is worse than before. Maybe the food is worse than before. Maybe everything is worse than before. If that's the case, it's gone to the dogs. Number 8. But before we continue, I'd like to ask you to like this video if you are learning something. That really helps to make my small channel grow. Thank you so much. Okay, the dog days of summer. Well, right now it's August 7th, and we are in the dog days of summer. So, what are the dog days of summer? It's the late part of summer, usually July 3rd to August 11th, historically, that is hot and humid. But really, you can use this expression to talk about any hot and humid time in summer. Fans, air conditioning, and popsicles are essential during the dog days of summer. It's true. And ice cream. And beer. Yeah. And iced coffee. Okay, number 9. Barking up the wrong tree. So you know dogs bark. Sometimes they bark at cats in trees, right? Or squirrels or anything. Barking up the wrong tree means to pursue a mistaken or misguided course of action, or to waste your time following the wrong course of action. So it's basically doing something that is a mistake. He spent thousands of dollars trying to increase his wealth by playing the lottery. Is that a good idea? Or are there better ways to increase your wealth? You're probably not going to win the lottery, right? I think he was barking up the wrong tree. He was taking the wrong path, making a mistake. Number 10, raining cats and dogs. You probably know this one. Raining cats and dogs is an expression people say when it is raining very heavily. Look at that weather. It's raining cats and dogs outside. The street looks like a river. Pretty easy. Number 11. Fighting like cats and dogs. Well, you know that cats and dogs don't like each other, right? They like to fight. Fighting like cats and dogs is used to describe people who argue in a forceful and angry way. My neighbors, Bill and Janet, they're married, were up all night yelling at each other. I don't know why they're married, because all they do is fight like cats and dogs. Okay, number 12. Working like a dog. This means working very hard for long hours. I've got 3 jobs at the moment. I've been working like a dog. Working very hard. Number 13. Every dog has its day. Every dog has its day means that everyone experiences good luck or success at some time, at some point in their lives. Every dog has its day. Guess what? I won 2 tickets to Hawaii. I guess it's true that every dog has its day because I've never won anything before. Okay, number 14. Sleep like a dog. Also, a common expression is sleep like a log, L-O-G. It means the same thing. Sleep like a dog, sleep like a log. Okay? This means to sleep very easily, very heavily, and peacefully. This means you don't get woken up easily. You sleep like you're dead, kind of. I fell asleep last night at 8 p.m. and slept for 16 hours. Wow, you slept like a dog. Okay. Number 15. A dog and pony show. What is a dog and pony show? Well, a dog and pony show is an elaborate display or presentation or promotion that is overstaged or overblown. This means it's too much. It's kind of silly or stupid, and people make fun of it. Okay? So many people use TikTok and Instagram to show off and boast about their lives, but most of it is fake. I agree. Social media has turned into one big dog and pony show. All right, last one, number 16. Let sleeping dogs lie. Let sleeping dogs lie means do not interfere in a situation that is currently causing no problems, but may develop problems as a result of such interference. So there's a situation, you can ignore it, and maybe nothing happens. Or if you get involved, you interfere, maybe something worse might happen. So maybe it's better to not interfere. Hey, let's ask John how the big meeting went. I don't know. He doesn't look very happy. maybe we should let sleeping dogs lie. So maybe John had a big important meeting. He comes out of the boss's office. He doesn't look happy. Maybe it's not the best time to ask him. Maybe you should let sleeping dogs lie. It might cause a bigger problem. Okay, guys, let me know your questions and comments down in the section below. And if you know any other slang or idioms with dog in it, write them down in the comments. Okay, and your ideas for future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you learned something. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. My name is Liam. This is Grammar Simple, the channel that makes English expressions simple. I will see you in a future video. Bye for now.